Hello, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium once again. I did the video yesterday about free thinking. I didn't come up with that. Someone from the other side said, we're going to get through this crisis together, but it's going to take a lot of free thinking. Old thinking's not going to get us through it. New thoughts, new ideas. And I finished the video and put it up and went to work on something else. And I'm hearing this song play. Thinking, I know that song. What is that song? Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. It's kind of what we're talking about. And then I heard, you can't fly unless you open your wings. Everybody's got wings. Everybody has the ability to escape whatever's holding them back. It's an interesting story. As a child, I had a dream, recurring dream, and it just popped into my head as we're doing this. I was always dreaming that someone was chasing me. Didn't matter who it was. I never knew who it was. And I know I must have been turning around the covers. And it's a recurring dream, so I've seen it before. When I see it starting, I know, I recognize it. And whatever it is catching up with me. Can't outrun it, whatever it is. And all of a sudden, I begin to fly, and I fly away from it. And that's the dream. That's the end of the dream. I'm looking down at whatever this thing was. It never had a face. It was chasing me, and I knew then that I had the ability to escape whatever demons were after me. Most people don't have that. They don't believe that they can overcome the sticky glue that's keeping them someplace they don't want to be. But I've walked away from a lot of good jobs. Just walked away. One day said, I'm not coming back, and just walk out. Because as a medium, I know it's time to bring my wings out, bring them out every now and then and test them and fly away, start over, do something new. I've talked to several people this week that's what they are doing. That dire circumstances have backed them into a corner, but humans are made of very stern stuff. We're not weaklings. We're made of tough stuff. And most people I'm talking to, they're reaching down inside there. They don't know what they're doing, but they're reaching down inside there and pulling up whatever it takes to do the job, and they're flying away. They found their wings, and they'll move on to something else. A new person, a new love, a new husband, a new wife, a new house, a new job, whatever it is that they feel. It's a matter of sometimes just knowing you don't belong there anymore. It's time to escape whatever this is, because it's gone on too long and you're no longer interested. And life's not about money. Usually money will keep someone, if they're making really good money, they won't quit a terrible job. They'll do it forever. Be buried in that suit that they gave them when they did 40 years of whatever, the little medal pinned on them. But they should have left 20 years earlier. They might have enjoyed life a little more, because you can't take it with you, as they always say. So it's this combination of things. You can't fly unless you open your wings, and everybody's got wings. So this goes along with the idea of the video that I did the other day, that we're pretty tough, and everybody has wings. You just have to reach down inside there and pull them out. You know, and sometimes escaping something is so much better than staying that it's easy to see. And sometimes it's subtle. I get voices. It's time for you to go. Time for you to pack your stuff and hit the road. It's never hurt me any. This pandemic, this high unemployment, illnesses, um, job loss is going to force a lot of us to pull our wings out and fly. And that's all I'm saying. And that's all the other side is saying. So everybody has wings. How tough are you? Because it takes a lot of toughness to drop a whole life and start over. And sometimes that's what it takes. You just have to trust that your instincts are leading in the right direction. There's probably your grandmother, your uncle, or some childhood friend who's passed that's floating around you saying, get the hell out, find the door, slam it behind you. Verse 2, chorus, I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down's the hardest thing. Verse 2, well, the good old days may not return, and the rocks might melt, and the sea may burn. Well, that's kind of what's going on. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Verse 3 is really kind of prediction. Well, some say life will beat you down, break your heart, steal your crown. So I've started out for God knows where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I'm learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up must come down. I have several times I've headed out somewhere not really knowing where I was going. I've done road trips like that where I just pack the car and throw a bag in it and drive and go to the ocean, and wander around and eat an ice cream down by the ocean and turn around and come back just for the experience of going down those roads. And it's not even important that they lead anywhere. That's not the importance. The importance is that I had to escape. I had to pull my wings out and take a road trip just to escape. This is like that. Times get hard and tough. Some say life will beat you down, break your heart, steal your crown. Put off those wings, do a little flying, test them out, Until you feel those wings flapping, lifting you up, you don't know that you can fly. And that's the dream that I had all the time as a child, because I was so different that I couldn't really expose who I was. And I'm sure this dream was trying to dodge questions about things that I knew that I shouldn't know. In that dream, just before he grabs me, whatever it is, I'm lifting off the ground, it's grabbing my shoes, and I just kind of float away. So don't doubt yourself so much. People do a lot of that, keeps them from being the best they can be. Well, I don't know, better not do that. It might be dangerous, might be harmful, might be this, might be that. Might be. There's no place in what we do. We're humans. We go where we want to go. We go to the moon back, soon to Mars, where a genetic change will happen and we won't be the same ever again. Isn't that really prophetic? When we get to the Mars and we've lived there a generation or two, our lungs will change to breathe the thinner air. Our hearing will change, our breathing will, our smelling, our seeing, everything will change genetically, which means that those people cannot come back to Earth. They have to stay in New Earth. It always amazed me that people would get on top of a rocket, a bomb, really, and ignite that and take off through the atmosphere going to the moon. Do they make people like that anymore? I'm sure they do, because we're going to do it again. Learning to fly is the hardest thing. Notice it doesn't say we don't have wings. Finding the wings isn't the hard part. This guy says he's learning to fly, but he ain't got wings, but he does. Tom Petty was unconventional. Everything he did was unconventional. So he had wings. I'm learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up must come down. So he finds his wings in the end of the song. We all have wings. Some people choose to use them, and some people keep them folded up in some box somewhere, maybe hoping someday they can learn to fly. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.